Good morning. Okay, I will continue the reading novel The Beast Hearts by Shallcross. Okay, let's go. My return was a blink even, the gates were rats open. The garden overgrown and tangled. As I came to the chateau, I saw crumbled walls and broken windows. The exposed beam, like shattered stripes, where the roof had fallen in. The elements, the animals, and insects had all found their way inside. The furniture, fine tapestries, and luscious carpet were rotting away. Expensive bubbles had been scattered and broken, and the colors of valuable painting was away by rain. If I had not known, I would never have recognized my beautiful home. But I now know. The moment I put my hair paws through the gates, I know it all again. That night I crept into the entrance halls, through the drift of decaying leaf and piles of rubble. My arrival disturbs a veritable My arrival differs a veritable horde of feminist beetles, black and glittering, that fly at my approach, scrolling away into cracks in the broken stonework. I lay down before the fireplace. I could not like a bear, but I had a care spare, weary and sorrowful beyond belief. I followed the example of the dog I had owned many years before, and laid my great shaky head upon my paws and fell asleep. When I woke suddenly, but a moment after, I had closed my eyes. I had all changed. It was the fire that woke me. The instant I felt its glow on my plank, and heard the quiet snaps of wood, I was roused. At the sight of flames dancing brightly in the grate, I sprang violently back, hunting into a chair. I knocked it over, scrambled up and backed away. The chair was upholstered in wine-colored velvet, and familiar to me. It had been a favorite station by the fire once long ago. Wearily, I looked about and saw my hall as I remember it. But to my best no cherish the air stinks of magic recently invoked. As I stared around myself, a movement caught my ears. An earwing curls over the velvet brocade arm of the fallen chair and disappeared. Then, before my eyes, the chair righted itself and moved back into place. I had been a beast for many years, and had only just remembered myself. For longer than I had lived as a man. I had lived white inside governed me, and in it governed me still. I fled. The great doors were shut fast. So I blotted up the grand staircase, only to be held at the halfway landing. Here was an elaborate Venetian mirror, taller than a man. It dominated the landing where the staircase branched. The sight of myself in this mirror broke me apart. I was frozen. I could not run, not from myself. It was no pretty creature, no built like a wolf of a bear of a lion, yet I little of each. I had the lion mind and a mass of dark hair growing about my face and necks and over my shoulders. I was massive, my paws armed with long, sharp talons I could never sit, and crowing my head were a pair of knives and twist horns. But my ears, oh my ears, they were unchanged, as blue and human as the day the cars had been light. No wonder people ran in terror from me. To recognize my ears, I know and now the horror and corruption I had become. No, how they must have feared me. Not my own eyes helped me. I stared into them. They stared into me. Around them, instead of a nobleman with elegantly clipped hair and clothes of velvet and satin, was a beast with tangled metal feathers and savoring jaws, glittering on all four feet. After the first so shock moment of realization, such the surprise and anger surfaced within the monster beast's head. Snarling, I hurt myself at the mirror. I met the cold, implacable glass with the such force it crashed into. I fell back. What I saw only interest me futures. Me future. Sorry, my hackles rose. It have no reaction back to me my image. Two shades of shock. Two shades of shock. Blue eyes now stare at me from within the broken frame. I gave a roar and threw myself forward again. One thought in my brain. No mirror, I will abide any mirrors. Again and again, I attacked that great slab of mocking. Silver glass. Each time it cracked. Each time it cracked. A new set of glaring human eyes would be there, staring out from the abomination of my face. I tore at with my claws and bleeding paws my horns against its surface. Shards of glass began to fall around me, smashing apart on the marble floor. Finally, the entire thing shattered, cascading the floor in the thousand fragments. I stood on my forefeet, swaying with exhaustion, surveying the destruction I had wrought. It was enough. No hair could I see a silver layers enough to show me what I had become. What little strength I had left now rested me. I collapsed, exhausted from my frenzy, and turned and blending for my work. When I awoke the next morning, I was strapped up in the bed and I had used when I was human. The room was hooked with globes and things with dust, but threads and tangles had been clumped from my fur. The inside dish, splinters of glass moved and my gaze, dress and bone. On a gaze, at the foot of the bed was a tray upon which sat a most unappetising breakfast. Celebrates with with carrots, fruit, and a thin, greasy crust. Still, I was hungry enough to eat anything. A dryness spun life besides the food. A utensil I had no hope of being able to use. In bitter humiliation, I ate the thrusting my blunt nose into the middle of the meal, tearing at the bread and gulping down the grills and thought I were a dog.